Have you filed your taxes yet? If so, congrats! You've done more than some of the biggest multinational corporations who have armies of accountants, lawyers, and lobbyists to help them avoid taxes. The US has the highest corporate tax rate in the world at 35%. But most of the country's biggest companies aren't just paying a lower rate, they're not paying federal taxes at all. They even get refunds. Here are just 4 of the worst offenders. Remember 2008, the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression? It took a near $1 trillion taxpayer bailout to rescue Wall Street from its own mistakes. Corporations like Citigroup, on the verge of collapse, were saved. But instead of returning the favor, Citigroup aggressively moved to protect its earnings from taxation by taking advantage of tax credits, exemptions, and moving cash overseas where it can't be taxed. Citigroup has over $43 billion parked in offshore accounts in places like Bermuda and the British Virgin Islands. And with that, they've avoided paying almost $12 billion in taxes in 2014. When you look at your monthly cell phone bill, you might think, damn, these selfies eat a lot of data. But you should remember that wireless companies like Verizon are notorious for dodging corporate taxes. Between 2008 and 2013, Verizon made over $42.4 billion in US profits. But instead of paying taxes on those profits, it received a refund from the IRS totaling $732 million over 5 years. The company also stashes billions of dollars in offshore tax havens to avoid paying US income taxes. And it's all legal. And if that's annoying to you, just remember, NSA data collection doesn't pay for itself now, does it? A profit shift today keeps the auditors away? Well, that's what Apple hopes, but it hasn't exactly worked. The company, which made $182 billion in revenue last year, has been the subject of investigations in multiple countries as to the legality of its tax schemes. One is profit shifting, Apple's favorite, by which you move profits overseas to, say, Ireland, where it enjoys a tax rate of 2%. This has partly helped Apple avoid an estimated $74 billion in US taxes from 2009 to 2012, move $8.2 billion out of the reach of the Australian tax office, and evade $962 million in Italian taxes. Mamma mia. It's no surprise that Boeing strong-arms the tax system. It's the second largest defense contractor in the world, and it's known for pitting states against one another in bidding wars to win jobs. Whoever offers the biggest tax breaks and has the weakest union laws wins. In 2009, Boeing moved the production of its new planes from Washington State to a non-union plant in South Carolina. The National Labor Relations Board called the move punishment for striking Washington workers. South Carolina gave Boeing nearly $900 million in incentives, including tax breaks. Then in 2013, trying not to fall out of favor with its sugar daddy, Washington State gave Boeing the biggest tax break in state business history, $8.7 billion. So do you have to be a tax evader to be a job creator?